Hello, my name is Mary Lee, and this is a tutorial about how to take an online course from myamericanenglishteacher.com. In a previous video, I showed you how to register and pay for the course. If you have not seen that video, you can see it at our website at www.myamericanenglishteacher.com. So after you have registered and paid for the course, you will receive an email with 4 important pieces of information. Number 1, a class name and number. Number 2, a username. Number 3, a password. And number 4, a start date. You cannot enter the course without these 4 things. So now on the start date of the class, you go to the website at myamericanenglishteacher.com and scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see 2 large buttons. The button on the left says register for online class. After you've already registered for the class, you will go over here to the button on the right, already registered. Click here to go to classes. We're going to click on this button. And this will take us to a list of available classes. The class that you registered for, the number and name of the class should be listed here. For an example, we're going to go in this class, Private 101. And this will bring me to a page where I can input my username and my password and click on the login button to log into the course. So now we're inside of the course, and the first thing that you'll see in the center of the screen is a list of instructions, and below the instructions is a list of activities. And in this course, we'll go through the activities one by one, beginning with activity number 1. So I'll click on activity number 1, and that takes me to a video lesson. There are instructions. It says watch the video first without looking at the text, then read the text and watch the video again. We watch the video, the text is below, and then to return to the list of activities, we click on the course number, which is up on the upper left-hand corner of the screen, and that will take us back to the list of activities. And the second activity, or activity number 2, is a place where you can study vocabulary. There is a list of vocabulary as well as terms that you may not have understood in the video, and you can study those here. Activity number 3 is a video comprehension lesson. We'll click on that, and then that takes us to a question, and then we can select an answer. And click on the Please Check One Answer button. And then I will be told if my answer was correct or not. If I was incorrect, I can try again. Then I click on the Continue button, and it will take me to the next question. I continue in that way until I finish the lesson. When I'm ready to go back to the list of activities, once again I click on the course title at the top of the screen on the left side, and that takes me back to the list of activities, and I can go on to the next one. The next activity is a grammar lesson, and the activity after that is a pronunciation lesson. And in each one of these activities or lessons, there may be questions, or there may be a video, like in this lesson. And we click on the Continue when we finish that video until we get to the end of the lesson. At any time, we can return to the list of activities by clicking on the course title at the bottom of the screen, or up on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. So we'll go back. And now we're back to the list of instructions and to the activities. So the next activity is a forum discussion. Forums are a great way to practice English. And they're a lot of fun too. Most of your time in this class will be spent in the forums. So I'll click on activity number 6. And the forum discussion is started by reading a question, and I can respond to the question by clicking on this button, add a new discussion topic, or I can respond to something someone else has said. So here are some of the answers that have already been submitted. I can read what other people have said. I can respond to what they have said. And then I can make edits, and I can reply to the replies. And so then we have an ongoing discussion, and it's really a lot of fun and quite interesting. So now when I'm finished with the lesson, I can go back up to the upper left-hand corner of the screen again and click on that button. It takes me back to the list of activities, and you can see that activity number 7 and 8 are also discussion forums. And then we get to activity number 9, which is something different. It's a group writing project. And this group writing project is a wiki, and what that means is that every member of the class can make changes to the writing project. So if I want to make a change to this writing project or an addition, I click on the edit button, and a screen appears where I can make additions or changes to the project. When I've completed my addition, I click on the save button, and that takes me back to the project, and my changes have been made. I can click on the history button at any time to see the history of all the changes that have been made and who has made the changes. Now when I'm finished with the writing project, once again I can go back to the first page and continue with the list of activities. Activity number 10 is an interesting article about regional accents. And then finally, the very last activity is the chat with the class. You can chat with anyone in the class at any time, anyone who's online, including the teacher. So you may ask, who will be the other members of the class? And the answer is, you choose the members of your class. You may choose students from your school, company employees, or a group of friends. You may also choose to join a class of other students from your country or from other countries. Any group can be a class as long as there are at least 5 students. Just tell myamericanenglishteacher.com who you want to be in your class. You can contact us through our registration page. An online class is really a fun and interesting way to practice English, and we hope that you will join us. Thank you for listening.